this season. It's their most played champions. I don't think Alistar is actually that bad here for Weibo, considering...
But Weibo Gaming want to join them, and they want to knock down BLG a peg. If Schwinn makes a gank on the bot side, the magical journey. Hello, old friend. Unfortunately, it's a gank.
Or, you know, putting a toe out of line. So BLG, they're going to get punished if they aren't able to maintain that lead, if they aren't being careful about where they step in these fights, as Elk has to be very careful where he steps.
Definitely thought that BLG were about to send another magical journey over the wall. They're going to do it anyway. Double cosmic binding lands, and Arha unfortunately assists in the play for BLG, giving Elk another death.
So it really puts emphasis on needing to have a solid early to mid game here for Elk, and so far it's not a solid early game as Zika. Oh boy.
Well, Schwinn was left behind, didn't get to ride with the Uber. Zika manages to flash away, still has public execution if they want to re-engage under the tower. And, I don't know if BLG intended to leave the Xin Zhao behind, but Schwinn notices that Jija just uses Vault Breaker, forced to flash over the wall. He follows it up, sees him assist, buys some time. Zika, does he have public execution available? It's actually already been used, and On ensures that Jija goes down first, but it's traded back. And Zika gets the shutdown onto the Xin Zhao. Arha now trying to lock up On. There's no magical journey for him to escape. Zenith Blade will connect. Zika needs to be able to get in range to start using his abilities. Xiaohu, can he join over the wall? Yes, he can! The shifting...
Trap here, but they're being very smart and very cautious about where they step. Xiaohu's not, though.
Xiaohu doesn't quite find the angle, and now forced to use the Ember's Divide just to push them away, but doesn't find anything. Forced to flash over the wall. Knight will follow thanks to the magical journey. The quick flash from On for the Cosmic Binding Slow and the Empowered Room Prison. Knight will say thank you very much
to BLG for the time being.
Ooh, good moves by Viper, sidestepping the Zenith Blade and continuing to lay some poke in onto Arha with the Mystic Shots. He just eat in. Oh, okay, I take that back. That was also probably big brain play from On, is just saying, haha, gotcha. And Rift Herald now looks to be secure by BLG without any contest. The rest of Weibo are trying to swarm in fast. 4,000 HP. There's still time for Jeja to get in there and change the fate of this Rift Herald, but as I say that, like we said before, early leads are not the question. It's 4-on-3, so BLG definitely don't want to be the ones that rush in. Weibo Gaming are the ones forced to take up space and use their numbers advantage to make this happen. Bin now walks to mid lane, has Equalizer ready, already past level 13, so that Equalizer being ranked 2 is going to hurt a lot as long as they can get the lockdown prepped up for it. Tempered Fate goes wide. Elk sidesteps it. Bin is locked down by the Leona CC. Public execution on top. Bin flashes away to reposition. On is the first one to drop. Schwinn answers back. The Equalizer's great, but it's not that much damage coming through. Knight finally steps up and looks to turn it around, but Xiaohu is right on his tail. The flash from Elk looking for Schwinn as he flashes out of the piercing arrow's range.
They knock down that tower, and now they're going to extend their pressure down to the bot side, potentially onto Xiaohu.
Jija is here to cover his little tiger and make sure that he's not going down. Ember's Divide? Does he not know that everyone else is here? Oh no, Xiaohu went for the play.
Good
the
flash.
Equalizer goes completely wide. Good flash by Xiaohu, as you called. Zika with the public execution. Tempered Fate will hold him into stasis. He cannot follow up. Things looked incredibly dicey for both teams at various points, but it ends up with no one going down.
Yup. I mean, it started off rough there from Xiaohu, as now BLG are looking to go back in.
Going back in with the Realm Warp. Knight has a free access to Xiaohu on the right side. The rest of Weibo Gaming are forced off by the Crescent Guard. Xiaohu gets dropped. Arha will go next, and BLGs try to rally around through Knight's rise. And just like that, Quacks, it's been a little bit messy, but BLG are tenacious, trying to push their advantage forward. Bin gets snagged by the Chain of Corruptions, but Elk gets dropped! He didn't have flash from the fight prior! Zika will trade on to Bin, but now there's no one else to defend this Mbessa from saving the turret, from saving his own life. They're juggling the turret aggro, but they finally take out the turret damage, and now there's nowhere else for Zika to run. He's trying to use his passive, and the Drake Hound stands to make his grand escape, but it only ends up being a one-way trip back to the fountain.
And Varus is super late to rejoin this fight as we're going back to live.
I remember this spot was detrimental to BLG, but they're the ones that get the first trap sprung onto Xiaohu and Jeje.
And it's going to get a whole lot worse. All of them wearing purple. We've seen multiple times how Bin is able to withstand that pressure. Now I think Viper is in a position where, especially with that cleanse up, he'll be able to do the same. Ooh,
Cosmic Binding into the Tempered Fate. Can they follow up, though? That is the question. The rest of Lead jump on top of them. Solar Flare onto Knight. Cease and desist will follow up. The rest of BLG have to run. Emperor's Defied onto the golden left hand. He flashes to the right side. He makes it out alive. And Bin has teleported to the play. Knight's Realm Warp will reposition them on the left side, dodging out from Xiaohu's flank. And now BLG will run the rest of Weibo Gaming back to their second tier turret. If they're able to carry this momentum forward, Viper. Flash and a cleanser available. The Temper Fate will stall this pick for now. Flash to the left. Arcane shifts backwards, and Schwinn makes the difference with the space. Knight is now the next target, but he cancels Jeje's ulti with the stasis. Emperor's Defied doesn't push him all the way back. It was into the wall. He still goes down. Can Viper clean out this fight? Sitka onto the backline, eliminates both carries, but Bin on, and Schwinn can still press the engage forward. And it's only their former teammate left alive on the side of Weibo Gaming. Inhibitor turret should fall on this push. The bot inhibitor is also suspect to dying. Rest of BLG being very clean.
Deeping in from the bot side, the mid lane wave is also pushed, and Bin has a flank.
The call is coming from inside the house. Bin with the equalizer cuts off their retreat path, and the rest of BLG can just swarm on in. Flamethrower turned up to 11 and burns down Arha, and the rest of BLG will put game 1 to rest, and they will now advance to match point in this series.
Elk waving hello to his former teammates from inside the base because he can do not much else. His old support going to keep him company in the fountain with his dead body. BLG, a clean and surgical game, if I do say so myself, Rafa. A couple of hiccups here and there. See that in game number 1, but...
When I look at Weibo Gaming's final composition, though, Quacks, Schwinn detects that Jeje is invading him. Wait a minute.
Hey?
Schwinn might be forced to flash. I mean, that's all the Darkened Blades being expended. Schwinn is going to hold on to his flash. Goes back in with the stun from his W. On, can he get in range to look for a headbutt pulverized combo? Neither mid laner can move at the moment, so Schwinn just might be straight out of luck on this Krug, but he will commend or can use his smite just to at least secure.
Take away the respawned Raptors. So Jeje, he isn't looking for a 1-for-1 trade. He's looking for a 2-for-1 trade, but he gets spotted on a ward, and On is looking for a flank potentially onto him.
As soon as Knight moves, you know something's coming, and On commits the flash to make sure that he can get the headbutt pulverized. Didn't even need to use the flash. And cannot get in unless he flashes. Oh my goodness, that was a big gamble. He does not get the dragon. Jeje does secure it. Heroic entrance from Knight allows him to reposition with the rest of his team, and Weibo are now trying to threaten for a re-engage in the river. Oh, flash from On! Right into the taunt! What an alley-oop from BLG's mid-support combo! The rest of Weibo Gaming are forced...
And that feels like a theme that is already starting to mold here, Rafa.
Nice single barge from Arha, though, at least stop Schwinn on the initial entrance.
He's gonna get the remaining 2, so big advantage for BLG.
Arha might be forced to flash over the wall here. Does flash the Arc of Ruin, gets tagged by the slow, but snuck in and took the first one in the pit. Knight and On trying to move around and see if they can catch this Aatrox. World Ender is available, so is Unleash Power, but Xiaohu only has a Lost Chapter. Not that much damage behind the full combo. Jeje wants to step up. Darkened Blade 1. Already used 2. World Ender. Elk pops the Killer Instinct, looking for his former jungler, and yep. Elk will be able to get his first kill of the game. Yeah, nice try, bro. Try again. Oh, On definitely will try again. There's another thumbs up as Elk is forced to flash away from the headbutt pulverized combo. Heroic entrance over the top just to guarantee the dive goes well.
That backline with his ult.
So much. Oh, On with another pulverized flash onto a flashless Jeje, and Knight is right there to follow up on the play. The taunt scatters Weibo Gaming members. Arha forces the pop blossom for a re-engage. Elk is back into the fray with the Killer Instinct. They're able to trade one. Can Xiaohu look for On while Knight forces Elk back? On finally pops the Unchained, and now On is trying to use this damage reduction to bait Xiaohu in for another pick from Knight. Decent damage out. This is a Hollow Radiance rush, by the way, and still this thing packs a wallop behind it.
of game number 1, looking to maybe try and get one for game number 2 here, as now he is just completely guarding this dragon entrance.
Scatter the weak, but he uses the headbutt pulverize combo to get out of the Infernal Chains. The rogue entrance for another knockup, and JJ, his world is gone. And the rest of Weibo Gaming don't have a jungler to use anymore to contest for this dragon. BLG should be easily able to secure it.
Yeah, JJ is having a lot of struggles on this Aatrox jungle so far, just because it's so difficult to walk into this area.
Oh, great scatter the weak, though, from Xiaohu, and flashing away. Unleashed Power says goodnight to Shun, and Elk picks up the kill. But a flash from Knight, 3-man taunt into the Justice Punch, but no one can get through the choke. And Arha with the Pop Blossom doesn't hit anyone, but it prevents BLG from being able to follow up on the play. Always a great attempt for Knight, but Weibo Gaming hold their formation strong, and they're looking for the follow-up. On gets dropped.
Elk!
Xiaohu picks it up. Elk is able to get his revenge on the Viper, and Knight is forced to flee.
And Knight looking to run away. Xiaohu is going to be able to catch up, but he's face-checking! No! You're face-checking, Xiaohu! No!
A replay of what happened topside. What happened topside?
So, Bin. Oh no! Oh no!
Over to join up with On and Viper. Here comes the unstoppable onslaught from Zika. Decent taunt from Knight, but he is isolated from the rest of his team because everyone's trying to dogpile onto the Rift Herald. Well, you might as well commit if you drop your mid laner like that, and they do end up getting an enemy.
2 members of BLG, such as Viper and even Shun, I would say, who's getting a little less tanky as the minutes go by.
Gotta be a little careful in this area, but he's trying to link up with On for the collapse, and Elk using the killer instinct, but he's hit, put it back in, but can no one get in there? Heroic entrance. Actually, it's the Grim Deliverance from Bin. Looks for Elk. Just one more on attack. The flash committed forward. BLG put everything into shutting down Elk's Kaisa, and the rest of Weibo Gaming is starting to collapse around his corpse. Zika, nowhere else to run, has a flash available, but trying to use this Science health bar as much as possible. Gets jumped on by Shun. The rest of BLG trying to follow up on the play. Decimating Smash at the ready. Maybe it was a little too far for BLG. The gold deficit has been shored up. They are starting to try and show their power once they have this lead. JJ trying to jump on Shun, but there is no damage done. Just an excellent use of that Aegis Assault.
Here, but On still has his ultimate, so he can just play bodyguard here for so long. Knight is also on the side, so he's ready to ult in if things go dicey.
Zika's trying to create space right now, but as long as you just get it down to critical moment, Shun can secure the Baron with the smite. Arha on the left side looks for the Pop Blossom into the back line. Viper might be in trouble. Viper is executed by Xiaohu, but the heroic entrance from Knight allows him to reposition and replay with his team. Bin is getting dropped low, but doesn't die quite yet. Great scatter of the week. Elk looks for the killer instinct, finds the Zahan in the back line, and now Elk has to play with everything he's got left in the tank. Looks for Shun, but it's a Comet Spear that puts him down.
No mana!
Xiaohu, no mana to be able to unleash orbs. Only has one more left, and Zika tries to run Shun out, but he's too fast. JJ arrives back to the play, and Knight might not be able to make it out of this one. Shun, you're crazy. You're crazy, Shun. Shun, you're crazy. Xiaohu, like you said, he has no mana, so he has to flash away from the Pantheon. And Knight, don't tell me he makes it away from this JJ Aatrox. No, whoa, I thought the Grand Starfall was about to be used. Oh my goodness, this game
He's gonna do it!
Is crazy. TP, they want Xiaohu. Scatter of the week is available, but he has Aegis to set the block that damage. BLG bide their time, and they make the great punish.
They don't have a mid laner. Dragon is up in 10 seconds or so, and BLG are getting all onto the map, and Knight's in trouble.
Blossom, and oh boy, Weibo Gaming just lost 2 members total.
There's a train.
JJ was the first one to fall. Zika arrives with the unstoppable onslaught, and Elk is able to burn down On's ally. Weibo Gaming are starting to slowly lose grasp on this game. Shun looking for Arha. Weibo Gaming right behind him. The Infernal Chains will pull him right back into the decimating smash. Shun gets dropped and loses the GA. Weibo Gaming, can they follow up? Arha readying the Pop Blossom. Quick flash from Shun. Now On's into the back line. The heroic entrance is set up for a massive knockup. JJ caught out once again. This Aatrox has got no value whatsoever, and BLG are punishing every single time. The rest of Weibo are down to 3.
Only solid frontliner that BLG have at this point. My eyes are on Viper. He's got the flash. He's got the transcendence. It's his time to unleash.
Pop Blossom misses. Knight is able to dodge it out. Shun goes into the backline with the Grand
on the
Starfall.
side.
It is completely crazy, but Xiaohu's the first one to drop. Viper assassinated him. Jej's JA is being popped. Grim Deliverance over the side. Elk is forced out of the fight. Shun dies to Jeje, the World Ender. Can he secure the XXL before it goes down? And BLG thrive in the chaos when it matters most and upset Weibo's chances.
Zika, he's gonna ult away. He's gonna take a train ride over to Narnia because going back to his base, that's a risk in and of itself. Knight is on the flank.
Flash taunt onto Elk. Good night to the Kais Quacks. They want to look for the sweep. They want to start off this final last two series off strong. Bin takes out the last Nexus turret. Arhawk takes out one. Knight and Bin just have to hit. You have to let them hit. Arhawk can't do anything to stop them. Bin is playing with fire. Jeje has respawned with World Ender. Can't look for it. BLG sweep Weibo 2-0.
It out cleaner and with less game.